All right, boys, we're back. Today we're going to be talking about hot girlfriend syndrome, something that I've dubbed myself, but essentially why the internet is destroying your perception of women and what you can do about it. So here's the thing, okay? The internet pushes hot women to you all the time. No matter who you are, no matter how much you cleanse your feed, no matter how much you try to get away from it, it will just constantly keep pushing hot women towards you because that's the most engaging content on the internet. That's what gets the most likes, that's what gets the most views, that's what gets the most profile visits, are hot chicks. I literally went through Instagram and clicked not interested on every single girl, and they'll still pop up because whenever you have the little reels on Instagram, it just always shows women. Like my posts are like Jesus in the gym and like, you know, whatever thing I like art or something like that. And then the little reels are just hot woman. You can't get away from it. Literally, if I go on Snapchat and look at somebody's story, every single time in the discover portion, hot woman. They are everywhere. And what happens is, as you, a young man, maybe you're 20 years old, maybe you're 16, maybe you're 13 years old, you start seeing these girls. And of course, these girls are hot. You're gonna be looking at them. Even if you're actively trying to avoid them, it's gonna be tough. You're probably watching attractive videos online. 99% of men are. You're going to be constantly engaging with these super hot women. And so basically, two things start happening over time. Number one, you start getting desensitized to hot women. Now, I know it sounds weird, but just bear with me for a second here. You start thinking that the average girl is like the average girl on the internet that you see with 100,000 followers. You start thinking that a girl who is a 6.5 or a 7, which at least on my scale is very attractive, you start thinking, oh, they're 5s. And then you start thinking that the 5s in real life are 3s. And you see how this becomes a problem? You start underrating these women, and you'll look at a girl who is actually pretty attractive and be like, oh, she's mid, oh, she's ugly. Because what you're used to is not only seeing these beautiful women online, but they're also frauded. It's fake. They're photoshopped. Their waists are snatched. They have Facetune on every single picture. I mean, quite literally, every single IG model you've ever seen in your entire life, every single woman you've ever seen on the internet, maybe there's like a handful, right? Like 99.9% of women that you see on the internet are frauded. Makeup, lighting, effects, Photoshop, Facetune, everything. And so you start comparing these frauded women online to women in real life. So you're walking around your college campus, you're walking around your high school, and you're like, oh man, these girls are ugly, man. There's no bad chicks here. So that alone is bad itself. You become disillusioned and you start thinking that the average girl is a 7.5 out of 10 when they're really a 5. But on top of all of that, because pretty much everybody is watching porn and you're having virtual intercourse with these hot women, that becomes your standard. That becomes what you think that you deserve. You think that in your subconscious mind, because your brain can't really tell the difference, that when I am having my virtual intercourse with these girls, these are the girls that I deserve. These are the girls that I can get. So this super hot porn model that's a 7.5 or maybe even dare I say 8 out of 10, which by the way, my scale 8 is like less than 1% of people. You think that you deserve her. You think that that's the girl that you could get. I mean, the amount of guys that I've seen comment on my videos like, yeah, I wouldn't date anything less than an 8. I mean, number one, they're frauding. Their 8 is like my 5.5, but regardless of that, basically what they're saying is like, I wouldn't date any girl who's not super hot. And then you look at them and I'm like, bro, you're like average to below average attraction. You probably aren't rich. You're probably not exceptional in any way, shape, or form. And essentially the point that I'm getting at is if you're not an exceptional male, you don't deserve an exceptional woman. Hence the hot girlfriend syndrome. Every guy nowadays thinks that he deserves a hot girlfriend because he can simply see her online. Because he can have virtual intercourse with hot girls, that becomes your standard. And the problem here is that you can't have that. Okay, let's say we take the top 10% of attractive women, right? Or maybe even top 20% of attractive women. Assuming populations between men and women are equal, if there's 20% of the women who are very attractive and 80% of the guys want that very attractive woman, 60% of the guys get screwed at best. That's not counting for multiple girls getting with one guy. Like, that is the best case scenario, is that the majority of people are screwed. Now, obviously this is a problem. This is causing people to not want to date. It's causing people to rely on porn. It's causing a lot of bad things to happen. So how do you fix this, okay? My thing is you have to desensitize your brain to this. When I really started making an effort to stop watching porn, a couple things happened to me. Mental health got better, got more jacked, got stronger. Okay, like a whole bunch of things happened. But in regards to this, what happened was when I started going out just walking around my college campus and being in class and looking at women on my day-to-day basis. Before that, I was under the impression that a lot of these girls weren't that attractive. But slowly over time, they started to become more and more attractive to me because I wasn't seeing absolute bombshells getting railed every single day. Like, let me tell you something, bro. When you don't fap or watch porn for 10 days, just do it for 10 days. I'd be sitting in class and like see a girl's legs, and I would like lose focus for like 2 minutes straight, bro. Like, it's crazy. You start realizing, oh man, these women out here actually are attractive when you don't have access to an infinite amount of hot women without doing anything. Regular girls become better looking. And this is very important because number one, you don't deserve the hot woman. You didn't do anything to work for it. You're not rich, you're not famous, you're not exceptional. You just got on the internet. And then number two, you're gonna have to date a real girl in real life. Like, even if you saw the girls on the internet, if you saw them in real life, you wouldn't even think they're that attractive because they're frauded so much. That's the crazy part. It's like, even the girls on the internet, they look a lot closer to the girls in real life than they do to what they portray themselves as on the internet. The crazy part about this video is that this is just the physical side of it. The way that the internet portrays women's personalities and how they act is so completely insane that I can make 2, 3, 4, 10 videos on that. But let me know if you guys want to see that. Other than that, hope you guys have a good day. Like the video, subscribe. Check out my links in the description, and I'll see you guys later.